My dad's in the ICU and we need money to save him. My wife sent me $1, one single dollar. Then a voice message came in. Babe, Duo wants to sign up for art class. We can't let the kids suffer just because we're broke. I stood there gripping a paternity test and a bill in my pocket, and I couldn't even find the words. The daughter I'd raised for 5 years, not a drop of my blood. 6 years, she funneled a full 870,000 yuan to that man. My dad's fighting for his life and she throws me $1. All that money went to her lover. 4 months ago, the Jianhua Construction Group's annual industry forum. I slipped out during a break to use the restroom, cut through a hallway and spotted Su Wangqing leaning against a wall talking to some guy. Her hand was pressed against his chest. He had his head dipped down, whispering right in her ear. That kind of closeness? That's not how coworkers act. The guy's name was He Zixuan, creative director at Jincheng Design Institute. We'd crossed paths in the industry a few times, just a nod and go kind of acquaintance. That night she came home and told me she hadn't gone to the forum, said she'd been at the office all day. I smiled and said, must have been rough. Then I shut the bedroom door and pulled up her location history. The next day I took Duo to a forensic DNA testing center. 2 weeks later the results came back. No biological relationship confirmed. The daughter I'd raised for 5 years, zero blood connection to me. That afternoon I locked myself in my office, pulled the blinds, killed the lights, and sat in the dark until everyone else went home. No throwing things, no screaming. The rage just burned out the second I read that conclusion. What was left was a single, ice-cold thought. Find every last detail. Account for every cent. I hired a private investigator. Turns out Su Wangqing had been renting a one-bedroom apartment at Kuiding Complex on Binjiang Road. Signed the lease last March. $4,800 a month. He Zixuan's car showed up constantly in the building's underground garage. Investigators got dozens of photos of the two of them coming and going, walking side by side, holding hands, shopping together at a convenience store. Her bank records go back to 2019, 87 separate transfers to He Zixuan's personal account. Total, 873,000 yuan. When my dad was hospitalized, she said we didn't have the money. Told me to go borrow 50,000 from a friend. Duo's art class is $1,200 a month. Every time she paid, she'd groan about it for days. But when it came to keeping another man, she had no problem opening her wallet. For 4 months, I gave nothing away. If she didn't want to be close to me, fine. If she wanted me to fetch her foot bath, I fetched it. Everything looked normal. Until 1 a.m. this morning. Su Wangqing walked through the door and I was already in the living room waiting. One floor lamp on, a cup of tea, stone cold. Why are you still up? She asked while kicking off her shoes. Same tone as always. Work drinks ran late. I'm beat. Get some rest. Su Wangqing, sit down. She froze, turned, and looked at me. What's so urgent it can't wait? Kuiding Complex on Binjiang Road, Building 18, Unit 702. Your spare key is in the side pocket of your bag. The whole room went dead quiet. The exhaustion on her face turned blank. Then blank turned into alarm. What are you talking about? Her voice cracked. I slid the manila envelope across the coffee table. Bank statements, lease agreement, photos of you and He Zixuan at the complex. It's all in there. Take a look. Su Wangqing sat down, opened the envelope, got through 3 pages, and her hand started shaking. You had me followed? She looked up, eyes full of panic. That's not the point. No, that is the point. Her voice shot up. Lin Zhuoyuan, you hired someone to spy on your own wife. You think that's okay?